Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton, here with Brandon. 5 Cards 5 Minutes is back. We're looking at stuff from both of the new Magia Record sets, both the anime and mobile game sets. You can play this stuff with the old Madoka stuff. There are a lot of decks here, a lot of cards here. Let's get right to it. Let's talk about this Drop Searcher.
Yeah, so we have a Tsuruno, which on play, pay one, discard one, search one. But then the other ability that with this card that really kind of comes into play here is if you have 2 or less stock, it gets another 1500 power, so it becomes a 3/5. So you have a decent sized character on field at 0 and is useful throughout the game.
This is probably my favorite kind of Drop Searcher profile. We saw something really similar on the Saber Altar in Heaven's Feel 1. Oversized at 0 on turn 1, turn 2, so swings in for decent power, helps win board there, while also having the utility of the Drop Searcher. Really nice card. I think it's going to show up in a lot of Madoka stuff. Next up, the level 1 Felicia combo on a choice. During a turn, if you have another character, it gains 3000 power, so it swings at 8 with the climax. If you have the choice in your climax zone, salvage 1, and then you have the option to pay 1. If you do, look at the top card. If it's a character, you may add it to hand. I like this for a lot of reasons. One, as much as on reverse combos don't feel great at level 1 in 2021, swinging in with 8000 power with no help from anything else usually will get reverses against things that aren't backed up standby targets. It gets the salvage automatically and can pay out triggers immediately to potentially gain characters off the top. There's a lot of potential plussing utility here. It also gives you the option to straight up trade stock for cards. I think there's a lot to like here.
Absolutely, and I think the biggest draw for this combo itself is the ability to change out stock for cards, especially with a very effective rate of 1 to a potential 1 is a very useful effect. You're looking at a potential +2, really effective and really helpful going forward, especially with level 1 combos. Next up, we have the Felicia early play. 2 or less climaxes in waiting room. If you have magic characters in the back row, you get 1000 for each, and heals. So it's a healer, 11k, without any assists outside of that. Very much a staple in any set.
On play heal that's on one of the set's strongest colors that gets really, really big. Nothing not to like here. This can get over 2/2 standby targets. It gets over just about anything that it will come down and face as an early play, especially if it has any kind of back row support at all, which you are incentivized to have that back row support because it gets power not only from those cards, but also for each of those cards. Next, the yellow top end, the Iroha level 3 combo. It's also on choice, on play, heal 1, combo, pay 2, pitch 2, when it attacks, if you have the climax down, declare 2, 3, or 4, and deal X, where X is the number that you declared, and this card gains 4000 power till end of turn. There is a lot to like here. It's expensive. Pay 2, pitch 2 is a lot, but the ability to choose specifically with no other conditions exactly how much burn damage you're dealing, that's really fantastic.
Oh, for sure. Choose your own burn is going to be great going forward, especially having the right opportunity and the right amount of damage to deal is going to be ideal, and taking advantage of where your opponent's at, for sure. Sitting at also 15,000 power on attack without any back row assist on the combo turn, that is going to help clear boards to force your opponent into even more resources if they somehow survive your turn. Really great profile, and definitely going to help close out games. Last up, we have the Tsuruno combo for level 3. When she attacks, if shot is in your climax slot, she gains burn 1, heal 1 when damage is canceled, and she also has an additional burn 1 when damage is canceled on top of that. So without the climax, she is a on cancel burn 1. With climax, all of a sudden it becomes on cancel burn 1 and heal 1.
There's a lot of really fun cancel burn stuff with the new Madoka set. I don't know if it's particularly good, but it is particularly fun. I actually have a deck profile for that. We'll put it in the description. Healing on cancel isn't great, but multiple instances of individual cancel burn that can be stacked with the 3-1 event that also gives something cancel burn, I love it. This can close games from 3-0, heal itself down to 3-0 to try to survive an extra turn if necessary. Well, that's it for that. Thank you for joining us. Brandon will be back on Tuesday with his Madoka deck profile. We'll have gameplay for that next Thursday, Clock Talk the following Tuesday, and then in 2 weeks, we'll wrap this up with uncommons and commons. In the meantime, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.
We'll see you then.